In case nobody has told you recently, you are not too old to become a content creator, and I'm going to prove it to you. This is a screenshot from somebody who is inside my UGC course, and I'll explain what UGC is in a second. She is 60 years old and made $5,000 in the month of January as a UGC creator. She got started in August, had no idea what UGC was before seeing my face on TikTok and joining my course. This is not a video to try to convince you to join my course. It's a video to make you aware of the fact that you are not too old and that your age is going to be your superpower if you are a Gen Xer or a baby boomer that's interested in getting paid to create content for brands. So UGC, like I mentioned, if you've never heard that term before, it stands for User Generated Content. In a nutshell, UGC creators get paid to create content for companies that the companies then take that content and use for their own purposes. Because of what UGC is, like I just explained, you don't typically need a certain number of followers. Most brands do not care how many followers you have. You could have 10 followers and they could still hire you as a UGC creator. They just need the content for their own purposes. What that means is that they're going to take the content you made for them, typically short videos talking about their products or services. They're going to take those videos and they're going to post it on the brand's social media accounts, or they're going to run it as the brand's social media ads. The reason why you are not too old to do this and why your age is going to be your superpower for Gen Xers and baby boomers is because there are not that many of you guys. I was on a brand Zoom call convincing a brand to hire me as a UGC creator, and I mentioned my 63-year-old mom being a customer of theirs, and they wanted her in the video. And the reason they wanted her in one of the videos we ended up doing together is because my mom, as a 63-year-old, was more part of their target demographic that they wanted to get more content in front of because they sell the most products to that demographic, as opposed to my demographic, which is like millennial. I'm 34 years old. And I got to thinking that I rarely ever see anybody over the age of 40, 45, 50 doing UGC. So for last year, I have basically made it my mission to basically enlighten people that are willing to listen to me ramble on and on about this, to number one, educate you guys and enlighten you guys that you are not too old. You are at the prime age to become a content creator because you're in high demand. Brands want to work with you. Also, Gen Xers, statistically speaking, are the wealthiest generation. Brands know this. They know that Gen Xers have way more money to spend on their products and services than, say, like a 22-year-old that's fresh out of college and in a bunch of student debt. So, to reiterate, you're in high demand. There's not that much competition because there's not many of you guys. Gen Xers and baby boomers, especially baby boomers like Cheryl, teeny tiny part of, like, percentage of all UGC creators all over the globe are in this demographic that I'm talking about. So there's less competition. Brands are looking for you. It's in high demand and it's an ongoing need. Brands need new content all the time. If this is making sense at all and you're like, holy crap, I want to do this, Megan, I had no idea. First of all, I'm so happy. And then second, I'm so happy you know about this now. Second, I have a free resource. Obviously, I mentioned, I think, that Cheryl is a student of mine. So I have a course, my Ultimate UGC course. It's $87. But if you don't want to spend $87 on a course, then you can, of course, just go get my free resource that's going to be super duper helpful. It's going to go through, it's a checklist. So it's going to go through the steps on how to get started with this, how to become a UGC creator, what do you need to do. And then also I included a 15-minute video lesson going over how to actually reach out to companies via email, which is how I've landed most of my UGC deals. To me, I think it's one of the most important things that you can learn as a UGC creator is what the heck to say in the emails you send to brands. So if you pause this video, if you want to comment your current age, that would be helpful, just so I know this is making sense and who the heck is watching this. Hopefully it's not a bunch of 20-something-year-olds because it won't be relevant to them. But comment your current age if you're comfortable sharing your current age. And then also, pause this video, save it in the right-hand corner, this little thing, so you don't lose it. That happens to me all the time. I don't know about you. But I always lose videos. So save it so you don't lose it. Go to my profile, click the Stan Store link. There's going to be like a blue arrow pointing down to it. And then you'll click that. The course will be there, but skip the course if you don't want it. Go right to the free checklist and get it It's a PDF. You can reference it along the way. And now I want to talk about, more tips on how to do this. So one of the first things I always tell people to do, even if this is making sense, right? You still should have, especially if you're a visual learner like myself, you still should have some type of visual on what the heck you're going to be doing as a UGC creator. So you could go to my profile, look at one of my pinned videos has 3 UGC example videos that I have done. I've been hired to do for companies. One of them is actually with my mom, and it's like my favorite video I've ever done. So go do that. My mom and I are we just got hired to do another UGC video for a supplement company. We're going to film it, I think, next week. The product's supposed to be here on Friday. So super exciting. But go look at those videos. You can look at my portfolio if you want. It's linked to my Stan store where everything is linked. And then you can also just search here on TikTok. You don't have to just look at my videos. Just search UGC example videos and you will be able to see a bunch of them. And then you can visually wrap your head around what you're going to be doing as a UGC creator. Okay, next, you're going to want to create a portfolio. And that sounds scary to a lot of people, which is why in my course, I have 4 done for you templates that will save you like 2 or 3 hours of time and won't make you want to like pull your hair out. But if you do want to design your own portfolio, just use Canva. It really is beginner friendly. You totally can do this on your own. Go to Canva, type website portfolio, choose a template, put some information about yourself. Be sure, especially if you're Gen X or baby boomer, be sure to put your age in the about section, like your specific age, if you're comfortable with it. And then under your name, you're going to put your name, and then you're going to put like Gen X UGC creator or a baby boomer UGC creator. Trust me on this, it will help brands, or at least increase the chances of brands finding you when they're searching for people around your demographic. Put that and then focus mainly on your video examples. If you have never done content creation in the past, your brand's spanking new to it, you're going to be like, Megan, I literally have no videos. What are you talking about? I can't build a portfolio if I've never had a brand deal before. I've never done this before, but you actually can. And I'm going to tell you how. So this is what I did. This is what I always tell people to do. You need to go around your home and choose products that you already have. Okay, you don't have to go out and buy anything. Just use products you already have around the house. It could be your favorite makeup regimen. Like my mom is doing UGC, and she used like Dr. Teal's bath salts and like all their products. Ursa Major, which is like a skincare company, she did a whole video about them. She did a whole video about Ridwell, which is like a subscription recycling company. She's done a bunch of videos, but don't overthink it. Choose your favorite stuff around your house that you can make example videos for and about, and then put those videos in your portfolio. After you're done with that and the portfolio is looking good, it's not going to be perfect. That's okay. Nothing's ever going to be perfect in the beginning. That's okay. Just remember that. Super important. Give yourself some grace. You're going to get better and better at this as you go. Hit publish. Reach out to those companies that you made example videos for, because that could be a great starting point. They could even maybe want to buy those videos from you. That's happened to several of my students. Pitch to those companies first. If you don't have the free checklist yet, don't even finish this video right now. Just literally just stop this video, pause it, save it, go to my profile, get the free checklist, because then at least you will not like, you're not going to think like a week later, like, oh my gosh, I should have grabbed that because now I don't know what to say in these emails. Go get the free checklist. But you're going to reach out to those companies. You're going to email those companies. And then you're going to come up with another list of companies you would want to reach out to as a UGC creator and potentially get hired by them. Whether it's a physical list, whether you do it on your phone, whatever, get a list, pitch to those companies, and then you're going to want to join some platforms and apps. There's so many, it can be overwhelming, but here's a couple to get started with. Billo, B-Roll, and then also you can go and you can... oh my gosh, what is the one? Vidsy is a platform. Just Google it. Vidsy, breakfast.io, brkfst.io. And then Brands Meet Creators. I don't think I said that yet. Join their newsletter. They send a free newsletter every single week with brands wanting, like actively looking for UGC creators. And then you can get started from there. UGC changed my life. I have so many students, like I said, over the age of 40, over the age of 50, in their 60s, even in their 70s, that are landing brand deals with companies, and they thought previously that they were too old to be doing this. You're not too old. I promise you, your age is going to be your superpower if you allow it to be, and if you're willing to learn how to do this. Obviously, I would love to be the one to teach you, but however you get started, just get started.